So last week in RG Medical College, what happens is that there was a female doctor, a 31-year female doctor. She was taking rest in the seminar hall of the hospital at around 2 to 3 a.m. She was being brutally raped and was being killed after that. She just took rest after her 36 hours shift, and this is what she got: such torture treatment and then being killed such brutally. Then the authorities had the guts to lie to her parents that she committed suicide. Then, when the parents reached the seminar hall, then they were denied the access to enter the hall and see the dead body of their own daughter by the authorities. Yes, you heard it right. They were denied the access by the authorities. Like, who the hell are the authorities to deny the parents so that they can see the dead body of their own daughter? And for 3 hours, they had to stand there just in the hope to see their daughter. And finally, after 3 hours, what happens is that when the father entered the seminar hall, he found her semi naked, lying motionless with broken pelvic girdle, disfigured limbs, and shattered pieces of glasses in her eyes. Her eyes were bleeding, mouth was bleeding, vagina was bleeding, and her whole body was covered in bruises. Her legs, from like usually people have legs like this, and the legs were like this. It was only possible because the pelvic girdle was broken. Imagine the amount of pain she went through at that moment. Like such, she was being killed so brutally. She was just bleeding incessantly, and after in the investigation, or what was found that 150 gram of semen was in her body. So it can be confirmed that it was a gang rape because a single person can never produce this much of semen. And then in the investigation, what happens is that they found a headphone, and then in the in near that area, and when they try to connect it, it got connected to a phone which was owned by a person, Sanjay Roy, and then he was being taken into the custody, and already some cases were being registered against him for harassment against women. It's also been said that he has some political connections. Probably that's why the case is now been made so complicated, hiding evidences and things like that. Then after that, what happens? A mob gets collected, and they attack the hospital, destroying everything they see, beating patients, doctors. They didn't even they beat everyone indiscriminately of the genders. They beat female doctors, male doctors, everyone. And then when they also destroyed the hospital properties and also tried to erase the evidences of the case. Okay, and what happens is that after the case got transferred to CBI, the renovation work started in the hospital, and it's obviously just to hide the evidences of this case. It's so shocking to see that the one who dedicated her life, to save the life of others, got killed like this. Like her own life was being destroyed by someone else. and in this way, like the ones who are saving others' life are being getting treatment like this. It's not fair. It is not done. We need justice. The family needs justice. The case needs to be investigated properly. The ones who did this should get punishment, and there should be like laws which make the people scared who commit things like this, so that things like the situation like this can never happen again. Because it's today it's this person, next time it could be someone who you know, who you might love. It's unimaginable that what the parents might have felt after seeing her in such conditions. Imagine the pain of the father when he entered the seminar hall seeing her in this condition. From her birth, he saw her. From her going to school, appearing in the exam to become a doctor, of he saw her become a doctor, and at last this condition. It's heartbreaking that after this the authorities tried to erase the evidences. So I just want to request you guys to share this video as much as you can. Make people aware of this case, and let's fight for the justice. I hope that things like this won't happen again. Stay safe and please make people aware of this case.